Guardians in Minneapolis. Second one set for 8:10 is your first pitch. So around 7:35 is when your pregame coverage will begin here tonight on The Buzzard. You can also listen live on the iHeartRadio app. Not to bury the lead, Dr. Ryan Berglund will join us later on. Mary is out today, so she's going to miss this episode of Is It Red?
And the Friday Get Down.
I
think we should rather be on Kill Tony than listen to the Friday Get Down.
Some people have very skewed priorities.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing I've learned in my 75 years of life. It's that. Dr. Ryan Berglund, if you've never joined us before, if you've never caught an installment of Is It Red, he is a surgical urologist with the Cleveland Clinic, and he has joined us for many, many years now, and he's helped a lot of people out. He is the mastermind behind My Vasectomy, which to this day, it'll be 2 years this Veterans Day. That's the closest I ever got to military service. To this day, holding strong. I am, I'll tell you what, once you have gotten yourself, and I know a lot of you know this, but I didn't learn it until a couple of years ago. When you are living, that raw nut life, Bill, it is, I know some people swear by it, but listen, I was a condom guy my whole life. I'm not somebody who leaves a great deal to chance. But once you're freed of those shackles, it's a different existence. Anyway, I digress. Dr. Ryan Berglund is coming in to help you. So, guys, if you've got some stuff going on down there that you might need his help with, he will be here in the 5 o'clock hour to help, hopefully. So if you're not able to listen live, you can send me an email. I have a bunch of emails that people send me throughout the week, and then I'll try to get to those. Otherwise, we'll take your calls and we'll take your texts and other messages live. So Is It Red with Dr. Ryan Berglund from the Cleveland Clinic is going to be later on today in the show. I will be out at Circle K tomorrow. People asking me how they can get tickets for Captain Fun's Floating Fandango. I will have another pair for you to win today around 3:20. That'll be the last pair this week on the show. I will have them next week, of course. We're moving to a bigger boat this year. So more tickets to be had, but you have to win them. The ones we had on sale sold out pretty quickly. But we're going on the Good Time 3 on the 24th, 2 weeks from tomorrow. So I'll be at the Circle K in Eastlake tomorrow, right on Vine Street, from 11 to 1. And then next Saturday, I will be at the one in Fairview Park on Lorraine, also from 11 to 1. But if you go to AlanCoxShow.com, hit the contest page from there, you'll get, not only can you try to win tickets there on the site, but it will tell you where I'm going to be. I had to make sure that I asked the question that we were able to confirm that where I was going tomorrow had power.
Yeah.
That's a question I had to ask.
I was supposed to do a Sheetz grand opening yesterday that got pushed back because they didn't have power.
I saw that.
Can't do a grand opening if
Nope.
you ain't got no power.
Grand opening, grand close. Is that the one in Avon out by me?
No, it was Strongsville.
Okay. Because they just opened up the new Sheetz out by me. I haven't gotten in there yet, but it's right across the street from the Meyer.
I've missed out on some money this week, as I'm sure many other people have. So that's a bummer. And
Bill's trying to say he feels your pain.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
And if you want to help me out this Sunday, hilarities.
Yeah.
Reverse crowd work show. It's going to be so much fun. I got questions from different comedians that we play on the screen. I got
you have like people
crew of people coming to film it.
You have pre-recorded questions.
Yeah, but I don't watch them until I did the same thing last time. So last time it was Kyle Kinane, Mary, and Roy Wood Jr. that were the pre-recorded questions. And this time, I believe Dave Hill, Josh Gondelman, and my buddy Joe Briggs.
Oh, cool. Okay. So you don't have to just rely on the audience.
Right. And, it's fun to incorporate that aspect. And the audience got into it last time, and they asked a lot of really funny questions, and I feel like I had pretty good responses.
Well, then, if you're going to go on Sunday, you should try to prepare a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Write yourself up a little index card.
Yeah.
Security is knowing your lines.
A little index card, or make a little note in your notes app, and we'll have some fun with it.
Write it on your hand.
And like I said, we got a camera crew coming to film it, so you can chop it up and put it on YouTube, and you can enjoy it if you can't make it.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be that much better if we have a packed house. BillSquire.com.
If you listen to us on iHeartRadio from out of state, I like to know where people are. Steve is one of our bureau chiefs in North Carolina. Lori listens in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We have a handful of new listeners. Shelby in Butte, Montana. Victoria listens in Bothell, Washington. And I heard from one of our Detroit bureau chiefs that the Detroit Zoo, for people who are interested in this kind of stuff, yesterday I was talking about how Happy the elephant has not been seen in weeks at the Bronx Zoo. A happier story out of the Detroit Zoo. They had their first ever baby gorilla that was just born. The Detroit Zoo has been in operation for 96 years. As I understand math, that's almost 100 years. There's no way to know how many years until they celebrate their 100th anniversary, but they've had their first ever baby gorilla born there. And some people might go, "What? Who cares?" But it's a big deal in the zoo community, I would have to think.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah. What, you think
gorillas-
baby gorillas are getting born every day?
No.
I mean, seemingly at my neighbor's house they are, but I'm talking about one of our Detroit bureau chiefs sending me the story. They don't have a name for it yet, and they haven't determined the sex. Well, it's 2024. You got to let them pick it for themselves. But you'd think that the people in charge over there at the zoo would, figure that out. Maybe they're giving it a little privacy, a little postpartum privacy. But they said that they hadn't determined yet what the situation was, just that there is a brand new gorilla. Now, if you're working there, you have to really hope that everything goes well, that nothing gets screwy over there. So the total of gorillas at the Detroit Zoo. Now, I've spent a lot of time in Detroit. My wife and her family are from that area. I was on in Detroit for many years. I have a lot of affinity for that city. I have never been to the Detroit Zoo. And in all candor, I don't know if this is going to get me to go there, but it's a big deal for them, and it doesn't happen every day.
Are they going to do a naming contest?
I think that they should do that.
That's usually what happens.
The mother's name is Bandia, and the father's name is Mashindi, both of whom arrived a year ago. And the people who work at the Detroit Zoo worked for months to prepare the other gorillas. They would carry around a stuffed gorilla to try to demonstrate to how to carry the baby once it shows up. Because I don't know, maybe they were worried that when this baby's born, the other ones are going to try to kill it, or I don't know. I don't know how that works. And it won't be immediately available to the public. You know, they have to make sure that everything is being taken care of. But they should throw it out there and let it, let people take pictures with it. And because, it gets a little bit older, they're going to want to dress it up, all that kind of stuff. So the Detroit Zoo, first gorilla born there in 96 years. And I know, I've been here long enough, people in Ohio, they even hear anything related to Michigan. And some people crinkle their nose, right? But I got to tell you, it requires you to work a little bit harder. I was watching the recap of the Miss USA pageant. And, pageants aren't nearly the big deal that they used to be back in the day, but they still do happen. And they had the Miss USA pageant. So not only, guys, take note, not only is Michigan dominating on the gridiron against you guys, they're dominating in beauty pageants now. Where was Miss Ohio in this whole thing with the Miss USA situation? I don't know, but Miss Michigan won it. Miss Michigan is Miss USA. Take two. Miss Michigan is Miss USA. A woman named Alma Cooper.
Okay, so the contest isn't called Miss USA?
Miss USA. That's a whole different thing.
I'm like, that sounds like something someone from Michigan would win.
Miss USA.
Yeah,
No,
Miss
that
USA.
MICH USA is what you're thinking of. Mm-hmm. No, Miss USA. And here comes Miss Michigan. She looks beautiful there. She got the knee-high socks. Oh, give us a little twirl, honey. Show us some running sticks. No, Miss Michigan is a woman named Alma Cooper, who is a Stanford grad and was enlisted in the Army. And she's super foxy. I always think about these girls because there's a lot of them who come out of the service and they win one of these beauty contests. And I always think about the people who were enlisted with them, who probably never saw them in makeup. They weren't all gussied up when they were doing maneuvers or whatever.
I mean, that's one of the...
And here she comes out and you're like, oh, my God.
We love that
She's
kind of
hot.
transformation where it's, the miscongeniality thing where Sandra Bullock, just a regular girl that's kind of, masculine and stuff like that, and they put her in a gown, and oh, my God, what a beauty.
Here's Alma Cooper on the live stream. She is Miss Michigan, and she was in the Army.
Yeah, she cute.
And she graduated from Stanford
good.
University. Runner-up was Miss Kentucky, for people who pay attention to these things, and obviously there's fewer and fewer of those.
I'd go
and Miss
blue
Oklahoma
for her.
was, what's that?
I'd go blue for her.
Go blue. Miss Oklahoma was was in third place. So do what you want with that. That Miss USA is Miss Michigan. And she will be representing the United States in the Miss Universe pageant.
I still feel like Miss Universe is a little much. Like Miss Earth, yes. But Universe seems very
ostentatious.
Yeah,
I mean, we have no idea what...
Like world champion teams that are, but only played American teams and one Canadian team.
I don't even know who Miss Ohio was in the Miss USA pageant.
I bet Bridget would know.
I bet she would know. Oh, she's cute, though. Macy Hudson?
Yeah, they're all usually pretty attractive.
Well, but some of them, I get it. I'm just saying some of them, they kind of have an odd look to them, maybe. Oh, the fourth runner-up was Miss Ohio. This is the girl from Ohio. I don't know from where, but she's cute.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her. Macy Hudson. Okay, well, anyway. Michigan has dominated you again, Buckeye State, and I don't know what to tell you.
The Disney Channel racial ambiguity thing is taking over these beauty contests.
A lot of them do look like Pixar characters.
Yeah. Which I'm for it.
I am too.
But it's not the traditional blonde hair, blue eyes that you'd see back in the day.
The article I was reading, they said that not only did this girl, and I don't know, her parents are Latino. I don't know what their ethnic extraction is, but they said that like the top 5 girls in this thing, there wasn't a blonde in the bunch. So it is changing a lot.
Yep.
So she will represent the United States. Forget the universe. She will represent the entire United States as Miss USA. Miss Michigan will go, and Mexico City has Miss Universe. Now, with all due respect, that's when, because Miss USA ain't going to win Miss Universe. Too much competition. Too much super foxy competition from around the world. Are you kidding me? We have sent our best and brightest. In this case, it sounds true. Matriculated Stanford, Army officer, the whole bit. She's checking a lot of boxes, and she looks great doing it. So her bona fides are solid. But you get on that universal stage, oh, sorry. You're not even going to be top 5. But, Oh, I was reading about, speaking of Mexico and Ohio, these Venn diagrams are a circle. I was reading about a dude who 20 years ago killed a guy in Cincinnati. And he had been a fugitive on the run, a guy named Antonio Riano. It was around Christmas of 2004.
Antonio Riano, you killed my father.
Prepare to die. He killed a guy outside a club in suburban Cincinnati, and then he went on the run. He shot and killed 25-year-old Benjamin Becerra 2 decades ago. He had been on America's Most Wanted, and the case went cold. And they just found him. They scooped him up. He's 72 years old now. He had been working as a cop in Mexico. And somebody found him and said, hey, that looks like the guy.
And as soon as I see him, I'm like, my God, there he is. A little bit grayer, a little bit older, but it was him.
We did not stop, and we kept looking for this violent fugitive, and we were able to catch him and bring him back.
So they've brought him back to Ohio. His nickname was El Diablo. It seems like you give yourself that name. You start calling yourself El Diablo, the devil, because it's kind of generic. So I don't know that other people are going to call you that. Seems like other people might just give you like a tongue-in-cheek nickname, and you don't want to be known as like, Doughboy or something like that, whatever that is in Spanish.
Well,
so you start calling it, no, it's El Diablo.
It makes me always think of, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Babyface Nelson.
Yeah.
And he hates that name. Makes him all depressed.
So they extradited him back to Butler County, Ohio, and they're going to try him. They're going to charge him. Left Cincinnati 20 years ago, obviously hasn't come back, and was working as a police officer in Mexico. So these detectives were keeping an eye on El Diablo, and they finally brought him back. They asked him why he had become a police officer. He said, I wanted to help the people of Mexico. He denies that he killed the guy. They got into an argument at the Roundhouse Bar in suburban Cincinnati, and there was a surveillance camera that showed him shooting the guy in the face.
Ooh.
Fatally shot in the face. They also had video of him buying bullets at a nearby Walmart a few hours before, so it sounds like maybe this guy had beef. It was premeditated. Or maybe he just wanted to be prepped. Maybe this guy knows that he's got a hair trigger, literally and figuratively, and he's like, I shouldn't go in cold, right? If something pops off, I want to be ready to shoot somebody in the face. But of course, as a lot of other boomers with spotty records have found out, they found this guy on Facebook. And that's how they tracked him down. I swear to God, you're doing law enforcement's job for them. All these people that are on Facebook. This guy figured, how long are you in another country when you go, I'm probably in the clear. I'm probably good. I'm going to start a Facebook page to stay with my grandkids.
You feel like you got away with it.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Except that 20 years is really not that long. It's not a long time.
It's pretty long, but it's long enough to let your guard down a little bit. But you got to remember what they said in Heat. Like, you have to walk away from that life completely.
Yeah.
You can't.
No attachments.
No attachments.
You got to be able to walk around.
Because what happens? You get caught 20 years later.
Yeah. You got to be willing to walk away as soon as the heat's coming around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, is this Michael Mann?
No, who's Michael Mann?
He directed Heat.
I've never heard of it.
No,
I direct the Heat.
Oh, you have a different kind of Heat that you direct, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I am getting into movies now. I'm going to make my directorial debut.
What's the movie?
It's called The Passion of the Devil.
Okay.
It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Is it going to be directed by Mel Gibson?
No, that guy sucks. No.
But I felt like that's why he would direct it, because you guys are going to get to know each other eventually.
He does not. I don't know about that, but he does not like me. That guy. He wants nothing to do with me. He's all about the other guy. Cheesy crazy. He's into that guy.
But he likes telling stories, though. So
he sure does, boy.
It's a good story.
I had one meeting with him, and he was calling me all kinds of names. It really turned me off.
That's him, all right.
He did not like me at all. Mm-hmm. He called me sugar tits one time, and I walked away.
So what's up? Why'd you call?
I heard that they caught that guy that was using me for his nickname. I didn't care for that.
Yeah, that happens a lot to you, I feel like.
I know, so many people just call themselves the devil.
Yeah.
That's why nobody really worries about me anymore, because it's just, it's become so commonplace.
Oversaturation.
Yes, the market cannot handle it anymore.
Is there anybody that you enjoyed when they call themselves the devil? Like, I'll let this one slide?
Pee Wee Herman did it for a while, but it didn't really fit.
Yeah, that was more like tongue-in-cheek.
Before he locked into the devil thing.
Yeah.
That whole Little Nicky thing that Sandler did, I did not like that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That
terrible.
Very bad. Very bad.
But I used to strike fear into people's hearts, right?
Yeah.
Now, the only people I have on my side are these dummies in these red baseball caps who think everything's the devil. You know, like school lunches for kids are the devil.
Right. Yeah.
That's got nothing to do with me.
That's you? You
No.
You're not trying to feed kids?
That's not me.
Okay.
No.
But they attribute it to you, so that's why I'm confused. You got power down there?
Oh, I do have power, yes.
God, even hell has power.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant power over my dominion.
Oh, yeah. I meant like electricity.
Oh, no, we don't. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope, we have first energy, unfortunately. And,
So it is hell.
yeah,
Hell
it really
real.
is. Yep. It's not as hot as it is up there.
It's Lakewood Bay Village and hell.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I've opened all the windows, but unfortunately, there's still fire on the other side. There's fire everywhere,
Yeah, it's
but no lights. So it's too hard to explain. But yeah, we don't have power down
I feel
here.
like it gets explained a lot.
It might.
In detail.
And I pay my bill every month. Just wait till they send me my new bill. I'm gonna tear it up. I'm gonna wipe my ass with it and mail it back to them.
Are you on auto pay or do you
Yeah, I'm
mail
on
a check?
auto pay. I can't wipe my ass on anything. It comes out of my account. You're right. No, it's fine.
Yeah, that's
Anyway, I heard that guy was talking about me, and I just want to let everybody know that was not me.
all right. Well, we'll make sure the word gets out that that's not you. Because you wouldn't do something that stupid. You wouldn't get caught in that dumb way. Because you understand that 20 years, especially when you've existed for all time, is not that long.
No, it's a blink of an eye.
Right.
That's nothing to me.
Yeah.
So anyway, listen, let's hope we get our power back soon. I feel your pain.
Yep.
We're having a tough time down here
Thanks.
too, boy.
Simply for the devil.
Yeah. None of the refrigerators are working around here, and that's how
Well, I guess this is more sympathy from the devil.
sympathy. That's right. I got it. All right, listen, I'll see you.
What happened? I stepped out for a minute.
I just talked to this buddy of mine.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's good.
All right, cool. All right, well, I've got to take a break. If you want $50 to Blue Heron Brewery, it's down there in Medina. The menu's great. You got an awesome patio.